Hello there everyone, I am RK Sonic, but you could also call me Ruben, and today I want to talk to you guys about Sonic. Maybe I should be more specific. Today I would like to talk to you guys about which characters in the Sonic series I think deserve a change, and by that I mean a pretty big one. As of recent years in the world of Sonic, characterization and dialogue have taken a complete 180 after Sonic Unleashed. Not only have stories or voice actors changed, but writing too. The ways in which our cast of heroes and sidekicks have been portrayed hasn't been the best, and I think it's time we address which characters desperately need that change. Let's start with the obvious first, Shadow. Let me take you back to 2001 for a second. A new hedgehog is born. Well, created. He has a tragic, mysterious past, a clear but not fully understood motive, but then fulfills his destiny and realizes that motive when he helps Sonic save the world and sacrifices himself in the process. Fan popularity is what brought Shadow back later on, of course, but where did that turning point for his character come from? The answer? His own game. Shadow the Hedgehog, released in 2005, was Shadow's solo game that changed the character as a whole moving forward. We went from mysterious and dark to comical and unnecessary. With the intention of trying to make Sonic games appeal to the hardcore teenagers of 2005, Shadow's character began its downward spiral as a result. He started to become inconsistent, and even though he was quote-unquote fixed in games like Sonic 06 or even Sonic Forces, it seems like the rest of the world, including the official Sonic media pages, don't want us to forget about how Shadow was portrayed in his own game. Now all people could describe him as is edgy. If no one else, Shadow is the one character in the Sonic series that needs to be worked on, and I think the first step in doing that is to stop the edgelord memes, and look back at what made Shadow great in the past, and use that to make him better in future games. Next on my list, Foxboy. Tails is a character that went from strong and independent to whiny, super dependent, and just annoying. I feel like we started to see that change back in 2013 when Sonic Lost World was released. There's no doubt he's always going to be there for Sonic when he's in need, but come on. I mean, come on! How do you go from this to this? Remember when Sonic was getting his ass kicked by Infinite and Tails just stood there on his iPad? Or even before that, when Tails did nothing when Eggman's robots were about to attack innocent civilians? Tails is definitely living up to the sidekick name, and I don't mean that in a good way at all. This isn't how you write for one of your series' main characters, and I hope Sonic's next big game changes that. Speaking of Sonic, that's right, he's the last guy on my list. I can't say I've been upset with Sonic's character, but more confused than anything else. And no, before you ask, it isn't his voice. I love Roger's voice as Sonic, but there's this piece of the character that I think has been missing for a long time, and that's the emotional side to him. In my last video, which I'll leave a link to, I mentioned how games like Sonic and the Black Knight or Sonic and the Secret Rings had some of, if not the most heartfelt moments in the entire series. We've seen Sonic at his lowest in those games, but also his most heroic and selfless. With today's games, he still retains his heroic, positive, and confident side, but now has a little too much of a stand-up comedian in him, with little to no sense of empathy or compassion. I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it too much, but I know there's something missing for Sonic, and only time will tell if that changes. He's got a big year ahead of him, so hopefully we won't have to wait much longer to see what's next for him. I'm sure there's a bunch more characters I could rant about, from Knuckles to Silver, and even more. But I think for now, I'll end off this video here. Guys, if you're watching this, I appreciate you for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. If you think there's a character that needs a change in the Sonic series, feel free to comment below. And if you like what you heard, don't hesitate to like and subscribe. Once again, this is RK Sonic, signing off. Thank you, and have a great day.